Today we're talking about Dave & Buster's going full gotcha, incorporating an in-restaurant arcade gambling feature into their app. A new study has found that vaping may be linked to increased levels of lead exposure. And a Columbia University student is suing the campus for failing to provide a safe space for Jewish students. All in this.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go build my own theme park with blackjack and hookers. In fact,
Episode of... But like always, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. And Alice, let's start with the Dave & Buster story first.
Dave & Buster's is expanding its app functionality to include betting features, partnering with Lucra, a gamification software company, to create an interactive experience that combines sports and arcade gaming.
Ah yes, the electrifying world of arcades meets the high stakes of betting. I was wondering when we were going to get this. In partnering with Lucra, the adult Chuck E. Cheese is attempting to embed a whole new level of engagement for restaurant patrons. Picture this, a vibrant, buzzing Dave & Buster's where the lights of classic arcade games now flash alongside the allure of digital betting. It's like merging an old school fun fair with a futuristic casino. Actually, I don't know about that futuristic part, but you get where I'm coming from. While the concept spins a new reel on the social and competitive aspects of gaming, it sneakily introduces the seductive elements of gambling into a realm traditionally frequented by families and young adults. Lucra Software doesn't shout gambling, but whispers real money contest. A clever play on words that skirts the harsher lights of regulations while making sweet, sweet love to those dopamine receptors in our brains all at the same time. Imagine a group of friends, phones in hand, strategizing not just for the thrill of an arcade win, but for actual cash. It's fun, it's lively, it's potentially addictive as fuck. With about 2.5 million Americans grappling with severe gambling addictions, introducing this sort of feature in a family-centric venue like D&B might come off a little like rolling the dice with higher stakes than they appear. Lucra aims to destigmatize cash-based competition, repackaging it as a harmless extension of a night out with friends. But let's zoom out for a second, shall we? What does it mean when a night of arcade games also involves the potential to win or lose significant amounts of money? As the lines blur between gaming for fun and betting for profit, D&B is setting the stage for a new kind of entertainment experience, one that could either be seen as innovative or insidious. Anyways, while the app feature is supposed to be restricted to adults over 18 in 44 states, there are concerns lingering about the safeguards in place to protect the younger gamers, because no one has ever figured out how to get around age gating in apps before. And the absence of an immediate answer on the front from either companies involved adds a layer of worry to the shiny new toy.
A recent findings published in the journal Tobacco Control reveal a concerning trend among young e-cigarette users. The study, involving 200 participants with a median age of 16, indicates that frequent vaping, defined as using e-cigarettes for more than 6 days in the past month, correlates with higher levels of lead and uranium in urine samples.
Now, I would like to preface this with an I'm not shaming anyone here at all for anything they do. Alright, cool. I mean, we all have our vices, and I'm always weary about these studies and who's funding them, but either way, it's a good piece of information for all my vapors out there to at least be aware. Now, having said that, a new study is sounding the alarm on the potential health risks of e-cigarette use amongst young people. The study, which looked at 200 e-cig users with a median age of around 16, revealed that those who vaped for 6 to 19 days or over 20 days in the past month had significantly higher urine lead levels compared to those who only vaped for 1 to 5 days. And for the heavy vapors who puffed away for over 20 days, their urine uranium levels were also elevated. Experts are understandably concerned about these findings, as lead and uranium exposure, especially during crucial development years, could potentially harm brain and organ development. But the risks of vaping don't stop there, I guess. Another recent study found that e-cig users are 19% more likely to develop heart failure compared to non-vapers. And let's not forget the good old CDC warning about the rising trend of dual use, people smoking regular cigarettes and vaping interchangeably, potentially exposing them to even greater cocktail of toxins. Which, that's disgusting, people. I will shame these folks. Pick one or the other. Vapes aren't meant to hold you over until your next cigarette. Animals. Anyways, while vaping may have been touted as a safer alternative to traditional smoking, these latest findings suggest that it's far from risk-free, especially for our youth. Hi, sidebar again. Basically everything is bad for you when you're a kid. I'm not justifying you smoke, I'm just saying everything, everywhere is always trying to kill us. Sad truth of our modern world. Regulations on vaping should prioritize safeguarding the youth population against addiction and exposure to metals, while not affecting what or how adults choose to vape. I know our leaders love to use the children to negatively impact the adults, so anyhow, teens, just think about it before you get hooked. It's an expensive habit, and it might not be worth it.
In a a recent development at Columbia University, a Jewish student has filed a lawsuit claiming the institution has failed to maintain a safe educational environment amidst ongoing pro-Palestinian protests.
Right, so an anonymous Jewish student took Columbia University to court on Monday, claiming the school had failed to keep its campus safe amid the ongoing pro-Palestinian protests. The lawsuit alleges that since protesters set up a Gaza solidarity encampment over a week ago, openly Jewish students have been facing increasing harassment, including everything from being punched, shoved, spat on, and blocked from attending classes. According to the suit, the encampment has been a hotbed of anti-Semitic vitriol, with a massive banner displaying slogans like "Death to the insert here" and "Long live Hamas." The student claims that such hate speech has made the Jewish students fear for their physical safety. And apparently, it's not just about feeling threatened here. The suit also slams Columbia's decision to shift to a hybrid learning model for the rest of the semester, arguing it disrupts education for thousands while isolating Jewish students from their peers in campus life. While acknowledging the right to peaceful protest, the suit argues that the subset of demonstrators have gone well beyond that, actively eliciting violence against Jewish students rather than engaging in free speech. Columbia has declined to comment on the pending litigation for now. However, an attorney for the students said the university has been complicit, forcing Jewish students off campus due to the open threats and harassment from extremists within the protest movement. Meanwhile, the university president acknowledged the protesters' toll on the group, vowing to make Columbia safe for everyone while stating the campus does belong to the Jewish students as well. The class action suit filed in New York Southern District seeks an emergency injunction requiring Columbia to enforce its conduct codes to secure in-person education and let students complete the semester safely on campus. And on that piece of "we're just so angry" news, I'm gonna call it. If you like what you saw, throw me a bone and hit that like button. Help spread some news. And, well, I guess I'll see you later. Bye.